this. This right here is the focus of this damn video. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, baby. The get-in price for the WNBA All-Star Game in Indianapolis has dropped 48% from $121 to just $64 after news broke that Caitlin Clark won't be playing. Now, yeah, I know why tickets prices dropped. Because people quit buying the damn tickets.
The WNBA boycott is officially on fire. Ticket prices just nosedived 49% since Caitlin Clark got hurt. Coincidence? Yeah, and I'm the tooth fairy. Fans are fleeing faster than a G League ref at a Vegas buffet, and let's just say it's not because basketball suddenly got better. So why is the league spiraling harder than a reality show breakup? Buckle up, because this drama's juicier than a halftime hot dog soaked in Twitter tears. Let's get into it.
The get-in price for the WNBA All-Star Game in Indianapolis has dropped 48%, from $121 all the way down to just $64 after news broke that Caitlin Clark won't be playing. These are people saying, I'm done. I don't want to watch. Caitlin Clark's not. I bought tickets solely to watch Caitlin Clark in the All-Star Game. I made accommodations solely to get to Indiana to watch Caitlin Clark in the All-Star Game. She is injured. I have no interest in that anymore.
They said grow the game. What they meant was milk Caitlin Clark dry like a high school vending machine and hope no one notices the league crumbling underneath. But guess what? Everyone noticed. The moment she went down, ticket prices didn't just drop. They fell like a WNBA layup in traffic. No finesse, no follow-through, just straight embarrassment. 49%. That's not a discount. That's a clearance sale with a please take this off our hands energy.
That is the people that decided to sell their WNBA All-Star Game tickets and kind of boycott this year All-Star Game. That is because of the refereeing in regards to Caitlin Clark being targeted and pretty much not having a special whistle. And in any other sport, most superstar players get that whistle. Unfortunately, Caitlin Clark has not been handed that whistle. And we even had Stephanie White on record basically saying that whenever you play against Caitlin Clark, there is an alternate whistle.
And it only proves one thing. There are no WNBA fans. There are only Caitlin fans. And that's a good thing. No, that's the best thing. Because the W never deserved her in the first place. They begged for attention, pleaded for relevance, marched out merch like they were printing hope on polyester. And then, when they finally got the golden ticket, they used it as a coaster.
With the All-Star Game in Indianapolis, the WNBA was expecting record-breaking attendance. My inside sources, they are telling me that earlier this week, Kat Engelbert claimed that tickets to the All-Star Game were hot. Sweet. The cheapest tickets for the WNBA All-Star Game, they were selling for $140. I wouldn't pay $140 to watch the NBA All-Star Game. Hell, I wouldn't pay 140 pesos to watch the annual embarrassment in the NBA. Much less paying $140 to watch a product that almost resembles basketball.
The second Clark showed up, the league had one job: protect the investment. Instead, they handed her a jersey and a target, then told her to go make friends with elbows. Let's be clear, nobody's tuning in to watch a bunch of players relive their unsponsored high school glory days. This isn't about the Indiana Fever or the Las Vegas Aces or whatever New York's trying to do with that budget Power Rangers roster. This is about Clark. It's always been about Clark. She's the only reason you even know there's a team in Indiana. The city's most exciting export before her was potholes and corn.
The WNBA is paying attention to these trends. And they're seeing firsthand what Caitlin Clark is worth to this league, especially to the All-Star Game. Now, tickets were already sold up. As far as the venue's concerned, they already sold all 17,000 or however many tickets they had. But when it comes to the vendors in the arena, the shops in the arena, they're not going to have the same amount of people patronize their business as they would if Caitlin Clark was there. The surrounding restaurants, the surrounding areas, the surrounding attractions, they're not going to have the the same number of people patronize their business as they would if Caitlin Clark was healthy.
Now they've got sellouts, until of course she's not playing. Then suddenly, the arena's emptier than a WNBA player's post-game press conference. And yes, people are mad, furious, but not because Clark's missing games. They're mad that her absence exposes the truth like a bad wig in a rainstorm. No one cares when she's not on the floor. She is the show. She's the buzzer, the halftime act, the after party, and the traffic jam on the way home. Without her, it's just cardio and matching uniforms. And if she's not out there, nobody's paying premium prices to watch what looks like an awkward rec league with better lighting. The W wants to act like it's bigger than any one player. Sure, and Blockbuster thought people would always rent DVDs. Newsflash, star power is the product, always has been. But instead of protecting her, they left her to be body-checked into relevance by players who treat every game like it's a therapy session for their unfulfilled college dreams. And the price? Oh, it's showing. Lower ticket sales, dwindling viewership. Sponsors side-eyeing their spreadsheets like, did we really agree to this? It's not even subtle anymore.
Essentially paying to play Where's Waldo. Who is paying to do that? I'll tell you who. No one. Unsurprisingly, once it was announced that Caitlin Clark would be missing the festivities, once it was announced that the only star would be skipping the All-Star game, ticket prices immediately fell into the pooper, and they have been circling the drain ever since, trying desperately not to be.
The moment Clark limps off the court, the energy flatlines. Fans aren't stupid. They're not buying overpriced popcorn and parking passes to watch a passive-aggressive game of bump and run. They came for threes, not threats. They want magic, not mayhem, but apparently asking for fair play and some actual basketball strategy is too much when you've got teammates and opponents treating the court like it's a WWE audition. And the worst part? People try to pretend like this is normal, like it's just physical basketball or rookie hazing. No, this is frustration wearing a jersey and pretending it's about toughness. It's a league that's spent so long ignored, it doesn't know how to handle attention without self-sabotage. Clark wasn't just their shot at going mainstream, she was the mainstream. And rather than build around her, they built against her. Now they're shocked that the seats are as empty as their long-term planning. Let's be real, the only consistent thing in this league right now is Clark carrying both the ball and the brand. The moment she's gone, even temporarily, the illusion collapses. The parity, the passion, the progress, it evaporates like a WNBA lead in the fourth quarter.
People like that, like Alyssa Thomas right there, speaking out, have her speaking out or saying the things that she's saying about fans has led directly to this kind of thing. Caitlin Clark gets hurt, and guess what? Your demand vanishes because people ain't going to pay up to see these athletes that are ungrateful that their sport's growing.
And what's left? A product that can't sustain itself without her name in the headlines. There is no WNBA right now. There's Caitlin Clark, and then there's everyone else hoping to catch a retweet. So yes, let's say it louder, there are no Fever fans. Nobody's buying season tickets to see bench rotations and moral victories. People are watching to see Caitlin drain logo threes and set records like she's playing NBA Street. She's what gets butts in seats, clicks on highlights, and grandma asking why Iowa isn't still in the playoffs. The Fever might wear the jerseys, but Clark is the brand. And it's funny, because the W thought this would be good for everyone. More exposure, they said. More eyes on the game. But what they forgot is that exposure doesn't mean people suddenly care about mediocrity. It just means they notice when the product can't survive without one player's gravity. Clark was never just another rookie. She was the oxygen in a room full of flickering candles. And now that she's out, the lights are going out too. The league wanted to go viral. Well, congratulations. You've gone viral for all the wrong reasons. Not because of game winners or thrilling matchups, but because of drama, hard fouls, and highlight reels that look like security cam footage from a bar fight.
Clark, she was officially ruled out before all of these things. And look at the news that dropped. This is wild. WNBA All-Star Weekend. It's supposed to be the star of all stars. All the big dogs is out. Asia Wilson, Sabrina Ionescu, Brianna Stewart, everybody's out. The big dogs are out. You got the rookie, you got Angel Reese, Miss Me Too. All of the stars are here. And look at this news. The get-in price for the WNBA All-Star Game in Indianapolis has dropped 48% from $121 to just $64 after news broke that Caitlin Clark won't be playing. Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, the only one bringing actual basketball to the equation is the one you let get shoved, tripped, and tackled in broad daylight. So, when the ticket prices plummet, when the TV deals stutter, when the fans say no thanks to another game without Clark, you earned that. The numbers speak louder than your fake tough girl PR. 49%, that's not an adjustment, that's a panic button. And it all circles back to one undeniable fact. Caitlin Clark isn't just part of the WNBA, she is the WNBA. And every bump, bruise, and absence only makes that truth louder. So don't act shocked when fans start walking out with their wallets. They're not boycotting basketball, they're boycotting the nonsense. Let it all burn. Let the ticket prices nosedive like a failed alley-oop. Let the ratings slip faster than a soap bar in a prison shower, and let the seats stay empty enough to echo. Because eventually, the numbers will do what the league refuses to do. Tell the truth. All the empty slogans and empty arenas can only hide reality for so long. And right now, the scoreboard isn't flashing equality or growth. It's blinking Caitlin Clark or bust.
Well, lads, today the All-Star ticket, last night, the All-Star ticket prices have been cut by quite a lot. They have been cut by quite a lot, and I think it is a bit of a problem. And the tickets are cheaper, but actually, you know what? I mean this, it is most definitely better. Most definitely better for fans that is cheap.
This is what happens when a league gaslights its own audience. When fans are told they're not real supporters because they showed up for Caitlin, as if that's some kind of insult. Please. She's the main event, the box office, the halftime show, and the only reason your mom suddenly knows what the Indiana Fever is. People are tuning in to see Clark, not to watch players with grudges elbow their way into highlight reels. And now that she's injured and the product is unwatchable, we're supposed to pretend this wasn't obvious? The decline isn't just expected, it's deserved. The entire marketing strategy was built around her until it wasn't convenient, until protecting her made people uncomfortable, until doing the right thing meant admitting who was carrying the weight. And now the silence is louder than any press release. Numbers don't lie, and the numbers are saying Caitlin Clark was your business model. Take her away, and suddenly the WNBA looks less like a league and more like a group project where the smartest kid stops showing up. Revenue dips, viewership tanks.
And we are here, right here. The tickets for this game, for this All-Star game, they've dropped by 50%. The ticket prices. The demand fell off a cliff. And it's not just the on-court product that suffers without number 22, Caitlin Clark. The entire weekend's economic opportunities have felt the fallout. This was conveyed with a July 18th post from NBA Central that wrote, quote, "The get-in price for the WNBA All-Star Game in Indianapolis has dropped 48%.
And ticket prices slashed like a summer clearance sale on leftover bobbleheads. The message is clear. Without Caitlin, nobody's buying what you're selling. And while we're on the subject of messages, let's talk about Kathy, the commissioner, the walking LinkedIn post with a pulse. She talks like a boardroom PowerPoint gained sentience. Every sentence sounds like it was pulled from a folder labeled Q2 Optimism. But the thing is, nobody's buying it. Not after that championship appearance where she waltzed in wearing that NYNY dress like she was cosplaying as Times Square in human form. Subtlety never met her. That wasn't just a fashion choice. It was a full-on billboard of bias. In a moment that was supposed to celebrate the league, the sport, the athletes, all the athletes, she decided to play cheerleader for a specific team, a specific city, and a specific narrative. And now she wants everyone to believe she's neutral. Please. That dress screamed, "I'm here for New York and vibes, not integrity." So when fans complain, when players raise eyebrows, when the public rolls its collective eyes, it's because the league's own leadership made it clear who matters and who doesn't. And the only person who's brought in more eyes, more money, and more mainstream relevance than anyone else in years? Yep, that would be Caitlin Clark. And she's being treated like an intern who accidentally wandered into the board meeting.
You guys have to come to the realization, she's just it, bro. I don't even know what to tell you. This is not a situation where it's the regular games and people just not know. This is the all-star game. The all-stars. The biggest stars in the league. Again, bro, you have all of your big names there. You got the unicorn. Well, she's not playing either. You gotta listen.
Look, the fans aren't dumb. They've seen the disrespect. They've watched the welcome to the league body slams, the sneering press clips, the bizarre obsession with trying to humble a rookie whose existence alone saved a dozen franchises from complete irrelevance. And now that she's hurt and sidelined, the only thing left to watch is the W trying to explain why nobody's watching. It's not just that Caitlin drives interest, it's that she is the interest. Every team she plays against gets a boost in attendance. Every arena she visits suddenly remembers how to turn the lights on. Even the teams that supposedly don't like her can't help but cash in when she comes to town. And yet, instead of building around her, they built resentment, like a jealous roommate who can't handle the fact that someone else finally cleaned the kitchen and paid the bills. The social media impressions. All roads lead to Caitlin, and every time she's missing, the league flatlines. How many times does that have to happen before someone up top stops spinning and starts listening?
Plummeted 49%, and they're down to $64. I wonder what price they are right now. I'm just going to check what the get-in price. I just want to see what the get-in price is right now, because I'm guessing the get-in price is probably... So on Ticketmaster, I'm looking through at the minute if it would actually load up properly. So on Ticketmaster, the cheapest seats are... So you can get seats for $75-ish in like really bad...
Of course, they won't. Because that would mean admitting they mishandled the one player who could have been their LeBron, their Serena, their Brady. Instead, they threw her into a league still figuring out if it wants to be a business or a fraternity. Instead of ensuring her success, they treated her popularity like an accident, something to downplay instead of build upon. This was about business, and the second they stopped treating it like one, the customers walked. You don't protect your product? The market corrects you. Clark isn't some PR stunt. She's not a side character in someone else's redemption arc. She's the main event, the ticket, the story. And for all the whining about how it's not just about one player, the numbers keep proving otherwise. Every dip in viewership, every drop in ticket sales, every ghost town arena is another flashing neon sign that says, you messed up.
Well, shit. We have some really disappointing WNBA injury update. Caitlin Clark is officially ruled out for all events of the All-Star Weekend. She did say, don't worry, she's still going to be at Gamebridge. She's still going to be around. She's still going to be making her appearances, signing for the fans, everything she can do to make this a great event. But unfortunately, that groin is still bothering her, and it's the right groin now. We saw her get injured the other night. It was the left groin previously. She did release a really nice statement about it, so I'll go ahead and show you. I'm so excited for Indy to host WNBA All-Star Weekend. I want to thank Indianapolis Host Committee and all the people that have put endless work over the past year to put this event together. I know this will...
And what makes it worse? Everyone saw it coming. Fans warned them. Commentators warned them. Half of social media was basically screaming, protect your star or lose your audience. But the league chose vibes over vision, sentiment over strategy. And now they're shocked that the entire thing is sinking faster than Kathy's credibility. If she shows up to the next championship wearing a LOLJK dress, no one will be surprised. This isn't about Clark being the future. They care about excitement, about talent, about watching someone who actually moves the needle. And right now, there's only one person in the entire league doing that. And she's sitting out while the W fumbles their golden goose with both hands tied behind their back. So yes, let the decline continue. Let the numbers speak. Because while the league plays corporate twister and Kathy throws on another tone-deaf outfit, the public already made its choice. They showed up for Caitlin Clark, and the second she's not there, neither are they.